What's up, babes? It's Kishana, and I am back with another video. So I've been thinking while I was gone what video I was gonna do, and I decided that I'm gonna do a story time. So this story time is about whenever I had got arrested, or you could say I went to GB. If y'all don't know what that is, it's like Gardner Betts. It's kind of like a prison for a little kid, right? Jail for little kids, right? Like jail for little kids, like motherfuckers who ain't in school and doing bad. So anyway, this started whenever I would say, like, whenever I was 15, I was doing like real bad, dumb shit. Like, number one, I wasn't in school. I was always late. Or sometimes I would go to school, but I would skip school to deadass just go hang out in the park. Or like back then I used to smoke weed, so I used to skip to go smoke weed with my man, which is not good. Y'all don't skip school, stay in school for real. This shit's important, and it's gonna fuck your life up after because you decide to skip school. Anyway, so I was 15 skipping school and stuff, and I like never ever went to school. Like sometimes I would go to school and I would stay, but like I was doing bad shit. Like, you know how the way whenever you're young and you think that like stealing and robbing and like all that shit's fun? Yes, that's what I was doing. I ain't gonna say who I was with, but I'm gonna say Ted. I was with Ted and Liliana. That's who I'll say. I was with Ted and Liliana. And so me, Ted, Liliana, we would always like meet up, like, I don't know, around like 6, like purposely it would be dark. And we would go to this certain complex, and we would go like break into people's cars. We would like break into people's cars. We would like dead ass, like, and whenever like we would break into people's cars, like, you know, we would take their money. Sometimes it'll be money in there. Sometimes it'll dead ass just be fresh food in there. Sometimes they'll have like knives in there, guns in there. They have all sorts of shit in their car, okay? Because, you know, it's their car. You know, they had money in there, like, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. We dead ass just went to go, like, you know, me, Ted, and Liliana always went to go steal so we can, like, buy us food. You know, like, dumb shit. Like, do real bad shit just to go buy some food or buy some weed or, you know, like, dumb shit like that. And so, anyway, there was this one day whenever me, Ted, and Liliana, we all was like, oh, yeah, let's go to H-E-B and let's go steal some shit. So, you know the routine. It's nighttime. We meet up and we're like, okay, so, you know, what we finna do is one of us finna go in this aisle, the other one finna go in this aisle. Like, you know, like we was sitting there like talking to each other like, oh yeah, you go in this aisle, or like, oh, I'll go to the end of the aisle while you in the aisle and you push it in your bag. And like, you know, like we were planning that shit out right in front of fucking H-E-B. I know, we were right in front of H-E-B planning what the fuck we was finna do. And you know how the way, like, I don't know about y'all, but like in Austin, Texas, like they'll be having like security guards walking around the premises, you know, checking and making sure people, like, you know, not stealing, like, in, you know, like, I don't know, just doing bad stuff. Pretty much that's what they'll do. And there'll also be workers out there, but, you know, at nighttime. Oh yeah, by the way, I took my nose ring out because I had to clean my nose ring because it was getting like bad or whatever. Anyway, off topic. So yeah, what we would do is we would sit there, we would meet up, and we'll go to H-E-B, and we'll, like, you know, make up a plan. Oh, we're going to do this, and this is going to happen whenever we go in. So, whatever. That one day, we had went, so as we were walking up to H-E-B, mind you, H-E-B was like, what, less than a 10-minute walk from where we stayed at the time. So, sorry. So, we had walked up there, and whenever we had finally got up there, there's like, you know, it's like the H-E-B parking lot, and then you could park like on the road or whatever. So we were like, oh, well, there's some cars out here. Let's just check these cars real quick. So what we would do is we would never just grab the handle. You know, I feel like we were smarter than that, even though we were still doing dumb shit that could have got us, you know, caught up or whatever. So anyway, what we would do is we'll like take our shirt and we'll put our hand in our shirt and then grab the door handle. And so we were just like, oh, look, this truck. Oh, no. We weren't like that. Liliana actually was like, oh, y'all, there's a truck open right here. There's a truck open right here, right? As we were finna go to HEB still. We're like, me and Ted, we're like, nah, you lying. And then she's like, no, come on. So we run over there to go, you know, see if she was lying or not. You know, I did my little hand thing, opened up the car door, and it was definitely open. And we're like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. We got us a motherfucking truck. And it was a big white truck. That was nice in the inside. It was barely anything in there. They had, like, some books in the back, in the, like, back seat. And, like you could tell it was a brand new ass truck. And, you know, so we're like, oh, hell yeah, let's take this out for a ride. Let's play our music. Like, you know, let's be fucking bad or whatever. And so, we had all end up jumping in a car. I had sat in the back. Liliana sat in the front. And Ted was the one driving. And so we had drove up from probably like 10, 15 minutes up from HEB. And we were going to get on the highway. But then we're like, nah, let's just stay like, you know, close to the neighborhood or whatever. And so as we driving, you know, about 10, 15 minutes past as we're driving. Then we were driving and I think we were thinking about getting on the highway. Because, you know, it's like the road and then it's like, what is it called? It's like when it's like the road and then the highway right next to it. That's the access road, right? So we were driving on the access road, about to get on the highway. And then, tell me why, we're driving on the access road. And then a police car is like, whoop, whoop. And it turns the sirens on. And I'm like, oh shit, we finna go to jail. We finna go to jail. We finna get arrested. We gonna have to run. Like, just so much shit was going through my mind at the time. Because I'm like, we deadass just stole this fucking car from HEB. And now the police is behind us. How the fuck the police know where the fuck we were? So, we ended up, like, you know, we started slowing. And as we're, like, slowly coming to a stop. Because we were, like, in the middle of the light. So, we couldn't just stop. Because cars had to pass by. So, we had turned. Like, we had to pass the light and then turn and then park on the side where nobody else could, you know, had to go or whatever. And they could just drive around. And so we were like, as we were slowly, like, you know, coming to our turn to, you know, park, we were thinking like, what the fuck we finna do? What we finna do? So I'm gonna be real with y'all. Liliana, she had something to her happen like a while back where she couldn't like run or anything. So she was more just like a fast walker. And so me and Ted were like, hell no, let's run. Hey, Liliana, what you finna do? And she's like, I'm just going to stay in the car, you know, because I can't run because I got in an accident. You know, she had gotten some accident whenever she was like way younger and it like messed her up to where she can't run or whatever. And so, yeah, so we're like, okay. And so what they did was, it was like really cool. What they did was Ted and Liliana had switched sides real quick, right? And so Liliana ended up driving. The car was still going, by the way. But he had, what you do? Oh, shit. Somebody had put it on, I think it's just like driving. They were kind of letting it coast. And then Liliana and Ted had switched. So Liliana was driving and then Ted was in the passenger seat. And so as that happened, we had finally came to a complete stop and the police was like right behind us. And we're like, fuck that. As soon as this car stopped, we finna take off. So let me tell you what happened. We ended up coming to a full, complete stop. When I tell you as soon as our truck, the truck that we stole, stopped, I fucking opened the doors and I took off running. I mean, I was like as if I was running to fucking from a dog or something. Like, I was running the fastest I can. And I used to run track back then. I was gone. I was gone. Okay, nobody tell me shit. Your girl was gone, okay? And where we had parked by like some neighborhood or whatever. And it was nighttime, so, you know, I got an advantage, bitch. I'm black as fuck. I'm finna find the darkest little, you know, black spot there is. And I'm finna sit there and watch everybody else, watch my people run. I know that's fucked up. I know y'all sitting here thinking like, damn, y'all ain't gonna run together, you know, y'all ain't gonna find a place. No, you better find your own place. Because no. So anyway, I took off running. I mean, I took off running so motherfucking fast. As I'm running, I'm turning around looking for my teammate. He ain't there. I mean, I fucking took off. I don't know where the fuck he went. I think maybe he went straight. Maybe he went to a turn. I don't know. So anyway, I'm running. And then I see this one house and it has a big ass tree. big ass tree in front of it, and it's a perfect dark spot. And by the time, at this time it was happening, it was probably like what, past 12 or something. Like it, you know, we were driving around for a while, so it was like past 12, kind of like 1 a.m. some shit. So nobody was out. So I'm like running. Then I see that big ass tree and it's dark, and I fucking jumped. I mean, like Superman jumped in the front yard. And I didn't even worry about like me getting dirty or like me worried about the pain I was gonna feel when I hit the ground. I was too worried about not getting caught the fuck up. And so I end up crawling. Like I'm like fucking army crawling to the like little black spot the farthest I can. And so where I had crawled at and the spot that I had picked, it had a shitload of fucking leaves. I mean, you know, if I go like this, you're gonna hear it go like crunch, just a shitload of fucking leaves. And so I'm in my spot, right? And I'm quiet. I mean quiet. Like I am so quiet. I even like slow my breathing down so that way like you can barely hear. Like, you know, I'm like, I know I look crazy doing that, but I'm like slowly breathing, you know, because I'm like, you know, your girl be watching them survival movies and shit, and them criminal movies where them people be running away from the police. They be showing us some shit. So anyway, I'm like quiet as fuck. Like you can hear the fucking cockroaches in their fucking yard running and shit. So I'm quiet. I'm quiet for about like what, 5 to 10 minutes, somewhere in that range. I would say about 6 minutes. I'm just quiet. Then boom. Tell me why the nigga I was with, Ted, this bitch ass motherfucking nigga, came up in my hiding spot. I guess I was running so fast. As I was running so fast and I jumped in, I guess right before I jumped in the people's like fucking front yard, I think he was far behind me and he seen where I went. So he's like, oh shit, she went in that spot, so I'm finna run in that spot. Boom. Tell me why this nigga come in my hiding spot and the police is like this close to them, running right behind Ted. This nigga come in my spot, hiding spot, and just moving leaves and moving and I'm like, shut the fuck up, be still, you gonna get us caught, you know, like trying to tell him, shut the fuck up, like what the fuck, you came to my peaceful hiding spot, I was gonna get away, and your bitch ass came, found me, and you making all these leaves crunch and shit. So it's obvious where we're hiding there. It's obvious that we were hiding there. So, you know, myself, being myself, you know, I was already quiet and I knew I was going to get away with it. I was too confident till this nigga came, moving leaves and shit. I guess he was scared from running. You know, he had a little weight on him. So he was like, like breathing heavy than a bitch, moving all the motherfucking leaves. Scoot over. That's what he was saying. You gonna make me scoot over? Why are you even with me? Why are you here? Why did you come to my spot? To get me caught up? Oh, okay. I remember this whenever we go to jail. So, anyway, so this nigga come. He ends up getting us both caught up. The police come with their flashlight. Get up, be still. And they're like yelling, you know how the way they do whenever like they catch somebody or something. And like, mind you, we were like 15, 16, either one of them, 15 or 16 years old. And they're like putting the flashlights on. They're like, crawl on your knees. Sorry, hold on. Excuse me. They're like, crawl on your knees slowly or we will tase you. And it's nighttime, so you know they had to put the flashlight on and watch us. So as Ted is crawling, he hears me talking shit. I'm like, bitch ass nigga, you came to my motherfucking spot, you got me caught up. Why didn't you go? Like, I'm mad. Like, I don't even care the fact that we finna get arrested. I'm mad at you now. Now my target, now you're my target. You done pissed me off now. Cause what the fuck, you came to my spot and got me caught up. So as he's like crawling, you know, and the police is yelling, I'm whispering in his ear, you know, motherfucker, you got us both caught up because your fat ass came over here and started crunching all these leaves. I was pissed and I was talking in his ear or whatever. And I know he heard me, but you know, he was too focused on not getting tased. So he ends up crawling out, whatever. They get him and then they handcuff him, and then it was my turn. And so they put the flashlight on me and they're like screaming and yelling at me. Crawl on your hands and knees. Don't do anything, you know, do what I tell you to do. And they're like sitting there yelling at me, screaming at me and shit. So I'm dead ass. I don't remember exactly what I had on, but I think I had on like shorts or something. So like I'm in this tiny ass space and I'm just like crawling on my hands and my knees and like crunching on leaves and shit, dirt getting all on my arms and clothes and whatever. I end up getting up. There's about 5 police standing there. And so they handcuffed me. And long story short, we had went to Gardner Betts. And whenever we had went to Gardner Betts, oh wait, hold on, let me stop before I finish. They were like, oh, what's your name? They put me in a police car after they had handcuffed me, right? They're like, oh, what's your name? Tell me why. I didn't know that you could catch a case for this. I swear to God, I didn't know you could catch a case for this. Tell me why my dumb ass said a fake name. I swear to God, I said a fake name. You know how my name Keshana Reese, right? They said, what's your name? And, you know, they got to type it in, put it in the computer or whatever. So I'm sitting in the back seat, lying my fucking ass off. They're like, what's your name? I said, Cavassier Walker. I don't know where I got the name from. I dead ass just fucking said Cavassier Walker. So he's sitting there typing it in, Cavassier Walker. He said, how old is you? Lying about my age, lying about where I stay, lying about who my people is. I'm just lying. It takes him about 30 minutes to plug in all the information. And he's like, I can't find you. I'm like, in my head, I'm like laughing. Like, you know, I'm laughing and shit. Because it's like, yeah, nigga, you can't find me because I gave you the wrong information. Duh. And so he's like, oh, I can't find you. So he had went out the cop car and he was talking to somebody, talking to like one of his police officers, like the people he worked with, was on duty with or whatever. And then some other dude came and he had opened my car door and he's like, well, we know that you gave us a fake name. So you're going to have to give us a real name. And since you wanted to give us a fake name, pretty much, you're going to be charged with, what did I tell you that they said they was going to charge me with?
You're going to get charged with freaking false identification.
False identification, y'all. I got charged with not only theft of like...
You didn't get charged with theft. You only got charged with one thing.
No, actually, they told me I got charged with 2 stuff. They told me. You weren't even there when they told me my charges.
Baby, you wasn't driving. You was never even by the wheel. You can't be charged for something you wasn't
Okay, doing. Well, whatever. I know what I was charged with. I got charged with, like, pretty much false identification. And I think I had also gotten, I don't remember. You know, it was years ago. I had, what?
You also got charged for evading.
Evading arrest. And then I think I got charged for being in the car with them, but I'm not for sure. But I do know I got charged for evading arrest and for false identification. So anyway, I'm gonna try to hurry the story up because I know my story taking forever. So yeah, I ended up having to give them their real name because they told me they were gonna charge me because I had told them a fake name. So whatever, I had told them my real information and stuff, and just letting y'all know now, I was hesitating to tell me my name. Tell me why they dead ass had a Facebook app and they fucking pulled up my name on Facebook and pulled up a picture of me. It was like, is this you? How am I gonna lie to that? How did you dead ass just get on Facebook and pull me up and now you see, like, I'm looking at myself on his phone, talk about, is this you? Duh, it's me. So I have no choice but to tell you my name. That was so weird. Like, he dead ass just went on Facebook and pulled up my name. So y'all be careful what y'all post on Facebook. Anyway, so as they were arresting me, I had told them, you know, let me go. I have to pee. And I had to use the restroom. And they pissed me off because when they put the handcuffs on me, they put them really fucking tight. And so I was sitting there telling them, you know, can y'all loosen up these handcuffs? Every time they told me, no. And I think they purposely put them tight. But anyway, so I got pissed. And I'm the only one in the car. They were taking forever. I had to use a fucking restroom. So what I did, you know, they got that plastic seat cover. Or they got like the plastic, like, pretty much like seats in there where you could just slide up and down or whatever. So I slid my ass down and I like kicked my legs up and I just started kicking the shit out of they fucking, kicking the fuck out they seat. I'm kicking their window. Banging up on their window. I'm just like literally kicking as much as I can. I probably was kicking for like 10-15 minutes. And so they had got me out of the car, and they're like, okay, well, you know, if you ain't gonna stop being aggressive, we're gonna have to put like these ties around your legs. And I said, I don't give a fuck, I have to use my fucking restroom. This. I'm like sitting there screaming. I'm pissed because what the fuck? Not only is my fucking wrist hurting from these handcuffs, but I have to use the restroom. Y'all can take me to jail, but let me use the restroom. Can you knock on their door and say, hey, you know, she gotta go to the restroom, do something, help me out just a little bit.
What do you think?
I don't know. That's just what I was thinking. Jeez, somebody help me. I gotta go to the restroom. For real. And so that had happened, and they did not let me use the restroom. What they did was some police officer came behind me and picked me up, and then another police officer came and grabbed my ankles, and they like pulled it from the ground. And so I'm literally like swinging in their arms and stuff, and then I'm like moving and like kicking and like, you know, just doing the most. And so they lay me on the ground and they hold me still, and they put like these things on my like legs to like stop me from kicking and moving so much. And then they ended up putting me in the fucking, like, they ended up putting me back in the car and then driving me to GB. And they told me what all my charges was, and they told me what all my charges is, and they had me waiting in this room. Actually, it was very, very warm. They had me waiting in this room. It had carpet in it. It had like one table in it, and it had the restroom. So I got to use the restroom then after like 3 hours. And then it's like a tiny room, but it has like a big glass in it. Like a glass in it. So you can see everything. And so there's more to the story. Let me think. At the time, whenever I was in the thing, I was just in there for so long. Guess who came through? Yes, Ted came through. Ted came through. I seen them finally bring him back into where I was, and I guess they was like registering him and stuff, and like, you know, they already took the handcuffs off of me. So I was like sitting there waving, like telling them hi, you know, hey, what's up, you know, just happy just because I've been in that hole for hours alone. And so there's this black lady in there, and she was like, excuse me, don't be talking to him. You can't be talking to him. Don't be talking to nobody. Being a little motherfucking bitch. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I just stopped waving to him, and I was just sitting there, you know, watching what they was doing, and they ended up taking him somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they took him. I guess to like the boy part of the GB or whatever. Oh yeah, and I forgot to explain how the way I had got the evading arrest or whatever. So whenever they were trying to arrest me, I was like moving and kicking and telling them like, no, like pretty much I was just moving and kicking and stuff. And like, no, it wasn't. It was the part where I said I was kicking and stuff, and that's why I got evading arrest also. So y'all forgive me if my story is a little everywhere. I ain't gonna lie, I just woke up from a good ass, bomb ass motherfucking nap. And I'm like, well, I'm finna tell y'all a story time. So yes, that is my story time. Whenever I very first got sent to Garner Betts, whenever I was 15. Am I proud of it? No. Do I wish I could take it back? Yes. But I can't. So anyway, if y'all enjoyed that story time, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. I'm trying to think of what else. I know that I haven't posted in like 2 days, but y'all don't worry, okay? I actually have a lot of videos that I actually cannot wait to make. It's gonna take me a little bit of time because I have to actually get it before I can show y'all. I have like clothing hauls I want to do. I have apartment tours that I want to do. I also am in the process of buying me a car, and it's gonna be a nice car. I wasn't gonna tell y'all what car I was gonna get, but I'm like, that'll ruin the surprise, so no. So a car tour, I really could have gave y'all one this morning, but I want to wait until I actually get it so that way I can show y'all. But y'all make sure y'all stay tuned, and y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And if y'all like that video, if y'all would like another story time, y'all let me know. And this is Kishana. Peace out. Peace.